I mean, I didn't do a ton of research on meerkats. I'd watched some meerkat videos. I'd seen some shows before. They're adorable and hilarious little creatures. But ultimately, our work started when Seth and I got in the room together. And luckily, we were able to record together. And we really found the characters that way and found our version of Timon and Pumbaa by a lot of improv and riffing and bantering and, trying to nod to the spirit of the original, but finding our own version of it.
It seems like you improvised a lot.
Did.
How much of that stuff ended up in the film?
A shocking amount ended up in the movie. I think most of what you hear Timon and Pumbaa say in the spoken scenes was improvised, or at least jokes that were, born out of an improv session that we did that were not in the original script. And I think that's why it works. It feels very natural. You can tell we're in the room together. You can tell we're reacting to each other in real time.
Right. If you had to pick one animal on the savannah that is your spirit animal, what would that be?
Oh, wow.
You can't say meerkat.
I can't say meerkat. Elephants are smart, right? I'm going to say elephants. Yeah.
They have good memory.
Yeah, good memory. It's important on the savannah. Good memory.
What was your first reactions when you first saw the film with an audience?
The first time I saw it was at the premiere in LA just a few nights ago. I'd seen bits and pieces of it. I'd seen a rough cut of it. But the finished product I saw for the first time in LA, and I'm glad I did because I got to see it with a full audience of people reacting and not a quiet audience of 4 actors who were in the movie. And it was amazing. I mean, the movie looks so beautiful and it's just stunning. It's visually breathtaking. And luckily, Timon and Pumbaa come along in the middle of the movie and people seem to laugh a lot and enjoy us, and that was a relief. And it was great. It was very exciting.
I think people needed that comic relief.
Yeah, at that point in the movie, yes, especially.
Yeah. I mean, the whole Hakuna Matata thing gets a little bit nihilistic in this film.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I do, yeah. I think one funny thing about the movie to me is that we kind of realize Hakuna Matata is not always a great philosophy, even though it's one of the big songs that we remember from the original. And I think, there's a time and a place for having no worries, but then I think what they all realize is that you should worry sometimes and be concerned about your friends and the people around you and the planet. And that's sort of an arc as we go along. Timon and Pumbaa actually learn something, which is interesting and a little different than the original.
Right. Yeah, it was different from what I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
It's a bit darker.
Yeah, sorry.
But good. That's what happens when you grow up.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking of, you guys did a great job, but there's always going to be certain people who will be angry just because there's a remake existing. Have you had to deal with any negative reactions beforehand?
I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, my career started on YouTube and started on the internet doing Billy on the Street videos, and so I'm used to over a decade now of everyone on Earth getting to chime in with their opinion on the internet of what I do. And, luckily I think that, it's actually kind of funny to me how angry people get about certain things. But, I've seen the movie myself multiple times now, and it truly is stunning, and it's beautiful. And there are definitely, the thing is, both movies can coexist. The original is still there. You can go watch it, and you can watch this one, or you can watch both, or you can watch neither. Right. And, it's up to everyone to figure out, what works for them. Right. But I love it, and I'm especially proud that Seth and I, we had a really hard job, because the original characters were so well done and so beloved, but people seem to be responding to our version of it and the new material we threw in, and I think we're both very pleased with that.
Yeah. Did you look a lot on the original when you prepared for the role, or did you try to?
No, once we started working on the movie, I mean, of course, we both remembered the original very well from having seen it many times over the years. But once we started working on this, we didn't really want to dwell on the original too much. We needed to come up with our own version of it.